What's up, guys? The Moment for Meat and the Meatless, and today we're going to talk about how to structure a raw vegan diet. I get a lot of questions where people are unsure how to set up a raw vegan diet or a high raw vegan diet, and it's totally understandable because there are a lot of different variables to take into account in order to get all of the different micronutrients that you need every day. But don't be intimidated by that because it's not as complicated as you probably think it is. Once you have a few um, uh, basic, you know, once you know a few basic things, and by the time I'm finished with this video, hopefully you will know exactly how to structure a raw vegan diet or a high raw vegan diet. So, so before I get into that, guys, I'm creating a community right now as we speak, um, and it's going to be a community for all of us, all of you guys that want to go raw. You're already raw. You're high raw. You want to be high raw. Even for you guys that just want to be vegan or you are vegan and maybe you're not raw, but you want to incorporate more raw foods. And in this community, we're going to focus on doing that in a healthy and sustainable way while building muscle and or shedding body fat. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm building that community. Once I get it finished, I will be having the link in the description. I'll be really excited to announce that, and it's really just going to help, for you guys that are having some trouble on your journey achieving certain goals that you want to achieve. Um, and Yeah, I had something else to say, but I forgot what it was. So without further ado, let's get right into it, guys. Okay. So let's start with high raw. Okay. So you're gonna go high raw. Let's say you're gonna eat a breakfast, lunch, snack, dinner, something like that. Okay. This doesn't have to be like the amount of meals you eat can be the amount of meals that you eat. You don't have to eat the amount of meals that I'm saying or anything like that. But so okay, so you want to start off the day. The idea, number one, is that you feel amazing, that you're eating in a way that makes you feel amazing. Number two, that you're eating in a way that you enjoy, a way that tastes good to you and you can enjoy in the long term. And number three, that you're getting the results that you want. So those things are important, okay? So you have to take those three things into account. And I definitely encourage you guys to take notes on this video if this is something that you're serious about implementing. And I would write that stuff down. Um, so, uh, okay, let's get into this. So we want to start off with a breakfast. Breakfast, an ideal breakfast for you would be, let's go pre-breakfast first, okay? So depending on what you do, if you have a juicer, the morning would be a great time for a green juice. If you have a, um, what was I gonna say? You could do like a green juice. You could do ginger. You could do, um, many different combinations of juices. You could do that. You could do some you could do some lemon water, then you could do like a green juice if you want to do that. This is optional. You don't have to do that. And then about 30 minutes or so after the green juice is when you would have your official breakfast, right? So now you have your fruit, and ideally you want to have nice, ripe, juicy fruit. And so mangoes would be great for this. Melons would be great for this. Grapes would be great for this. Cherries would be great for this. Papaya would be great for this. What am I forgetting? Those are some, you guys get the point. So those are some good examples. Nectarines, tangerines, peaches, stuff like that would be excellent here. And what you're doing is you're really hydrating the body really well, and it's gonna make you feel so good, right? So the green juice before this was optional. It depends on if you're a juicer, if you enjoy juicing, if you have a juicer. If you don't worry about it. You don't need it. I like to put some greens with my fruit to up the protein a little bit, but you do not at all have to do that. It's not something that you have to do. but it's something that I choose to do. I put some greens with my food. So, so that would be a breakfast, right? And you want to make sure that you're having enough calories. One of the biggest reasons why a lot of people they go raw and then they quit, or they go high raw and then they slowly implement more and more cooked food again. And the next thing they know, they're like, now I'm feeling like sluggish again, and I don't feel as good as I did when I was eating all that raw food, and so on and so forth. And one of the biggest reasons is a lack of calories. You have to have enough calories. If you don't have enough calories, you're going to slowly start feeling like crap, no matter how healthy your diet is. It doesn't matter how healthy it is. It doesn't matter how clean or pure you think you are. If you don't get enough calories, you're screwed and you're going to fail. Um, so that's number one, right? So then let's go to lunch. Okay. For lunch, an ideal lunch would be like a heavier type of a meal. So this is when you want to get in you should already be getting plenty of calories every meal, right? Like I just was talking about. But let's say lunch, we could do, a big banana smoothie. We could do banana and date smoothie. We could do a bunch of dates. Be careful with the dates in your teeth. Don't eat dates throughout the day. If you're going to eat dates in a day, eat them once, eat them all together. However many dates you're going to eat them all together. And then wash your mouth out with water, gargle that, not gargle, but swish it around in your mouth really well, spit it out, swish more water in your mouth, spit it out, maybe do it a third time. Get all of that sweetness and flavor out of your mouth, because otherwise dates can start to cause tooth sensitivity after a while because they're so sweet and they stick to your teeth. So keep that in mind. But you could do like a big banana smoothie. If you want to freeze the bananas and make nice cream, that's a delicious way to go. In this smoothie, you could get your omega-3 fix in. So before you put anything in your blender, you could throw in 2 tablespoons of flax or chia seeds, or a tablespoon of each. And then you could, what you do is you grind that up, right? And you put in your blender, coffee grinder, whatever, and depending on your blender. And then you can add in the rest of your stuff. Make your smoothie, make it huge, make it massive, right? Eat plenty of don't overeat, but that's so hard to do on a diet like this. So have that, and then after that, depending on how much you had for breakfast and lunch, maybe you'll want a snack. If you want a snack, I would recommend um, again more fruit, or perhaps you could have a salad if you wanted, and in that salad you could have a fruit-based dressing and maybe like half an avocado. Then for your dinner is when you can have a big salad, right? So for your dinner, you can have a big salad, or you can have like some wraps, like raw wraps, raw burgers, something like that. And so you could do that, and then you could uh, what am I trying to say here? In your smoothie for lunch, I forgot to say berries. You can throw some berries in there, but of course, there's the recent health revelations as far as if you have bananas and you mix those with berries, it's not the antioxidants in the berries don't get absorbed as much, not as much as they get absorbed. So if you want to put your berries with another meal to maximize that, that's totally you know a way that you can go. But yeah, so that being said, for your dinner is when you have a nice big salad or some kind of a raw vegan meal that's mostly vegetable based, and you can put some fruits in there. It depends how high you want to go with the fats. I recommend that you have some fats, so I would want to throw an avocado in there. Maybe you throw a little bit of like a walnut meat or something like that in there. Um, or maybe you go with like fats from fruits. So maybe it's like coconut, durian, fatty fruits like that. Avocado is a fatty fruit, right? It's just not sweet. So something like that, and that's how you set up a basic raw vegan diet. And here's the thing: you want to vary. You want to take that template and vary what you're eating day by day. And another little tip: get the colors, get all the colors of the rainbow, get them in. Um, so that you can cover all of the micronutrients, because each color represents different micronutrients. So eat vibrant, colorful foods. That's part of being raw. You get to do that, but So same thing. If you're high raw, you can follow the same thing to a T, but your dinner could be cooked, right? So you have a cooked dinner. Your dinner might be like beans and tofu, or it might be like in alkaline tortilla shells that you make at home, and then or jicama tortilla shells, and then you might have yuca, a yuca mashed potato kind of a thing, and you might put some legumes with that, some beans, some lentils, some chickpeas, whatever, and some vegetables. Put some vegetables with that. Cook as many vegetables with that as you want, and have some raw vegetables as well. And that's it, guys. That's your basic template for how to eat raw or how to eat high raw. Calories must be adjusted according to the individual. B12 should be supplemented. There are a few other supplements that I would recommend, but they're optional. But that's the basic way to set this up, guys. So there you go. And if you guys have trouble doing this, if you want some guidance, if you want someone to personally put together the portions and some variety for you, for what you're going to eat, then I offer one-on-one coaching. I offer free meal plans. They're customized. They're not pre-made. I offer custom training programs. Okay, so if you want to put on muscle, you want to lose body fat, want a raw or high raw vegan diet, then email me. My email will be in the description below. And if you're thinking about doing this, guys, don't hesitate. Don't wait. Just take action. You can do it. You can do this. It's not as hard or as intimidating as you think. And if you need me to, I will hold your hand through the process, and we'll do it together. But anyway, I'm out. See you guys in the next one. Peace.